Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 19 of Natty and Not. We are your hosts,
I am Alexis, and I am Natty.
and I'm Mike, and I am negative.
Um, did I send you the clip of the new Instagram sport that I got this week?
No. Or maybe you did and I missed it. I don't
Okay.
remember. Last one was soccer dancing.
Last one was soccer dancing. This week, I saw, imagine like a rodeo kind of place. Okay. Dirt ground, like bull riding, rodeo shit, like octagony kind of like wooden stadium that you see in like
Yeah.
movies.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone's watching bull. Bull is in, there is one single giant bull with horns in the center. Okay. And around with them. Okay, get this. Do you know those giant balls people put themselves in and then roll downstairs and shit? Or they play like kickball and they kick there, it's like a blow up balloon.
Mm.
Like,
Oh,
but it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you're inside the ball.
You're in like a giant blow up ball. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
your
yeah. And
legs
it's
hang out.
like your legs just hang out. Okay. So bull rodeo ring, bull in the center, at least 8 guys in those suits, in those giant ball bouncy suits. And the bull was just fucking sending them all off into the air and shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Charging at
I
him.
didn't understand how the bull's horns didn't pop the ball and like just pierce their bodies.
100%.
I thought it was a little fake when I saw it. I didn't think that was real, but
Oh, don't tell me that was fake. That was the funnest thing I've
I
seen
mean,
all week.
that was like, I mean, if you
No.
want it to be real, like the wrapping paper tubes, the Blue Man Group play in the wrapping paper
Listen,
tubes.
I was quite inebriated, and that guy was really good on those fucking tubes, okay?
Yeah, wrapping paper tubes playing this sick solo. I'm like, that's
What's that
fake.
song?
I
That's like it's
I
a
think
Christmas song.
no, it was like from the Blue Man Group, like the show. It's like a stage show.
No, it's a Christmas song because they always do it with wrapping paper tubes because we've seen a lot of other people try to do it.
I I think everybody just dubbed the song over drumming wrapping paper tubes.
Stop it. I was so excited for that guy because he was so good.
I like that you're a true believer. That's
True
good.
believer. No, I don't want to believe that the bull riding thing, not bull riding, like bull
I know.
soccer,
The
pinball. I
the
don't
one
know.
guy got knocked into the stands. Like, the bull would have to I mean, maybe it's possible, but
Come
I
on.
thought
Don't you want to believe that,
I
like, in the country we live in, there are people that are that dumb
there's
and drunk
yeah,
and just stupid enough to say,
there's
let's fucking do this.
there's
Like
a redneck somewhere that just got the shit
the
knocked out of him.
the the courage that these people have, men, because it's not women in these things. The
Never
courage,
women.
the mixture of courage and stupidity is just such a beautiful thing. And this is what it produces. That exists. That exists next door where we live. Like, just drive north a little bit. Like, that exists.
Yep. I mean, I want it to be real, but I don't think it
It's
is.
real. Stop
Alright.
it. Don't, you're making me sad.
I'm sorry.
Knock it off. It's
The
real.
the rodeo clown got what he deserved. Um, what about the latest news from the NPC with the new
Fit
fit
girl.
fit is it fit girl or fit model? I thought it was fit model
Oh,
category.
maybe it is fit model.
I didn't think it was fit
It's not
girl.
fit girl. I said fit girl. That's not what it
And it's
is.
basically one level below current bikini. And they're like the way that like Tyler Mannion explained it was like there's no muscle definition. Like I watched it once and I was
No,
like,
no,
oh,
they're
interesting.
like it's like the hot gym girl category. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it's like, very like toned looking, but still with like a good amount of body fat. So there's like no muscle separation, no tie-ins. Like they just want to see like a hot girl with like just rounded shape as opposed to like chiseled
It's gonna
muscles.
be like the swimsuit section of the Miss America.
It could be. It very well, very well could. Do they even do that anymore?
I don't think so. I think that got
I
canceled,
was
just like
like, wait a
everything else.
second. I don't think that's real.
Not not
So
anymore. Used to
I've
be.
gone through at first I was like, fuck this. This is so dumb. It feels like a money grab, was like my first thought. My
Yeah.
second thought was, fuck, these shows are already so fucking long because there's a million bikini girls. So now this is like lowering the level to open it up. Like
Yep.
the bikini women, I feel like at every NPC show, they alone pay for the show because
Yeah.
there's so many of them,
There's
right?
usually they're usually the biggest category by far.
By far, by far. It's like that in like men's physique because those are like the lower level categories, like the least muscular, everything from there you've got to build up from. But bikini by far, so much more. So that's my second thought. But like the more I've been thinking about it, the more I'm like, it doesn't make me as annoyed. Cause you know, like I don't know, but now that I'm about to think of it, I am annoyed. I'm annoyed as like this is a bodybuilding show. You're there to build muscle and then show it off. It's like a muscular beauty pageant, but it takes work to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, and what a lot of people have been saying, and this is where I'm like, I guess maybe I'm not so mad about it. That's exactly what bikini looked like before you and I were ever even involved in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Like when they introduced bikini, that's what the criteria for bikini was.
Yep. And
And
then
then
it got more and more criteria got tighter, or I should say,
the criteria,
elevated.
I don't think is technical. I don't know if criteria has changed or like what they're looking for on paper has changed.
Hmm.
But when you look at them, they're like constantly rewarding more and more muscular, leaner and leaner.
Yeah.
Like,
That's same for same for classic physique. That's why they keep up in the weight classes.
well, it's all the
'Cause, like,
categories. It's not just
yeah,
bikini, it's all of the
yeah,
categories.
yeah.
What I so like you have a lot of people defending it and saying this is what bikini was. Bikini has evolved, like all of the classes have evolved. And then you also see a lot of people saying, well, like, no, anybody can do this, and almost like finding it offensive
Mhm.
that, like, you know, you got to work a really long time. So I don't know. But I've seen in some of the natural coaches or like people from like, I don't know if it was like from the NFF or what, but it was like a coach that trains natural athletes.
Mhm.
Um, said this is what bikini looks like in the natural divisions. And he's not totally wrong. It is a much more, if you look at like the top women, right? Like the IFBB pro bikini women, most of those women are on some sort of PED. Maybe some of them aren't, but most of them are.
I'd say everybody at that level is. I mean, it's
There might be a few that
something.
aren't.
I think
But
everybody's is on something that's on the WADA list.
sure, whatever. But it's not like the bikini women. They're not, sorry. It's the people that are striving for bikini as that like quote entry level are seeing these like super jacked women that are in bikini, and maybe more and more of them are going on PDs because it's not naturally obtainable. And I think that's what it was intended to be.
Yeah, that
So
makes
I don't know.
sense.
I have mixed feelings.
Yeah, I think we were kind of joking when this first came out, and I was like, oh, they're also going to come out with a category called dude, and it's just going to be guys in t-shirt and jeans just coming out saying what's up. Like,
It's funny. It does. They want to. I think it really is just like a money thing.
sure. I mean,
It's gotta be because how many more people would enter? And plus, they made the bikini more conservative, I guess, if you could even use that as a word, but like a wider cut on the bottom, not as like thong-esque as some of the other ones are. And they said non-studded. So they just
so it's
took
like just a swimsuit.
it's just a swimsuit.
Interesting.
So
I
it's
didn't know that.
yeah. So I mean,
Those things are expensive.
if you think about like my practice suit that I had, now
Yeah.
I had that like tailored to me, that was like $100. So you've made the barrier to entry because those razzle dazzly suits, as I'm finding out, it's going to end up costing me like $200 making mine when it's all said and done. And I mean, you're spending like $1,000, $800 on a bikini.
Yep.
So it's like you take that barrier of entry of like, oh my gosh, it's going to cost me like $1,500 to compete when you get the hair and the makeup and the tan and then all of your class fees and everything. It could very easily cost $1,500, $2,000 just to step on stage. So you're cutting that price like almost in half with taking out that bikini.
Yeah, I mean, lowers the bar for lots and lots of people, and maybe even like people that were, competing, but they were placing really low. Maybe they go down
Because they're not as muscular.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they go down to fit model now, and they're more
They don't let
competitive.
them do crossovers though.
Oh yeah,
In that show, that's what they
it's
said, which
interesting because
I think they should do that for everybody because every category should be that different.
yeah, for
Where
the
if you
men,
enter in both,
yeah, for the men, I mean, it's you could pretty much do anything you want. You can compete in all three: men's physique,
well, then
classic,
maybe
and
they
open,
should.
or in bodybuilding.
It shouldn't be that way. I say shouldn't because each level, if you were to look your best in each one, technically should look different based on like on paper what it's looking for. It's very clearly worded that like, yeah, men's physique is shredded. Classic should be more striations, bodybuilding, your skin should be paper thin. Like it is clear written out what they're looking for.
Yeah,
So if you, let's say you were in bodybuilding and your skin was paper thin, if you go over to men's physique, you should score low because you were too conditioned for the category. That's how I
sure,
feel. You should
yeah,
just do the one. Because you should look different.
yep. But I think if you look at like the Olympia level men's physique, like those competitors are shredded.
I know.
Like,
I'm just
like
saying, like
absolutely
they've
peeled.
pushed it. They keep
Yeah,
pushing it harder and harder.
yeah. So they might come out with a dude class. Who knows?
Do class.
Yeah, the dude.
Maybe I'll do fit model. I'll go to like an
Go
NPC show, do fit
go
model, see
dominate.
how well I do.
They're like, you're too muscular. Get out of here.
You're too muscular. I am much more muscular. So I have to tell you about my check-in. And so we're not going to save that till the end because there's so much I want to talk to you about.
Sure.
So I dropped 2 pounds from
Woo!
last week, which is awesome. Yes. I looked at, so I'm like 145 and change. I looked back. I wanted to find myself from like my last prep, this
Mhm.
weight
Yeah.
compared to this. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Such a huge difference. Like, holy shit. I still looked pudgy as hell. Nicely. I mean, I was like pudgy still when I was 145 last prep.
Yeah. Different type of 145.
Holy
Way
shit.
leaner.
I'm walking around now like I've gotten to the level of leanness that even when like I'm bloated at the end of the day, I still have abs.
Mm-hmm.
My bloaty abs, but they're there. Like now I have that every day walking around. I was far away from that last time at 145.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw the picture.
I'm so excited.
It's impressive. Yeah. It's so cool to see like the progress when you're able to compare like that. It's like
It's
makes you
huge.
feel good. Makes you like, damn, this hard work's paying off.
Because you don't always feel it in the moment and you see yourself every day.
Yeah, you definitely lose it in the day to day.
And I'm not gonna lie, at one point in like the last week or two, I thought to myself, okay, I'm in prep. Like, did I actually get big enough though? Like, did I really put muscle on? And it's like I assume like, you're looking in the mirror, but I'm like, is that really not it? Do I look the same as I did before? Because you don't see it. Oh my God. I freaking love this app because I was just like, went and tracked my weight. When was the last time? Pulled the picture real quick
Mhm.
and like, bam.
Good.
It made me really happy.
Yeah, you look awesome. You look awesome. Sorry, it's present versus past, and
No. I appreciate
you're
it.
way leaner than you were before, and
Way later.
more
And
solid
so
for sure.
I wrote 17 weeks. It's so hard to do the weeks math, and then it's so far away. I get lost in it. So 17 weeks out.
Mhm.
I don't even know. My last season, I looked my best at 130. We'll see what I come in at
Yeah,
this year with how much more weight, but like even if I get back down to 130 and I'm just leaner, I'm looking at like 15 pounds to lose in 17 weeks to do it. Like
it's
fuck.
very very doable.
This is like I'm
Yeah,
so not stressed about.
yeah.
It's
You'll
not
be
like,
able
oh
to
my God, I've got
stay on
30
the peak
pounds to
week.
drop.
Yeah,
And so we're keeping my calories the same. I'm at like 2,800 calories. And I'm fucking dropping. So it's like we'll stay at these calories until
to
I
plateau.
don't
Yeah,
lose weight again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stair step it down. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for you.
I'm really excited because
Pro
we're
debut
gonna
season.
dude, what if we were able to keep because we can go so slow? What if we can keep to like 2,000 calories?
That'd be amazing. You wouldn't be dying.
I mean, I still would probably feel like I'm dying towards the end, but like
Yeah,
I feel like like the fatigue level, it's going to taper and it's just going to be like low and slow.
yeah. And you didn't do the water manipulation like I did. Did you?
Not to the extent that you did.
Did you? Yeah, you didn't water
Wait.
load with 3 gallons, and then
Oh, no. Well, I did water load. I did same thing you did. You had more water than I did though.
okay, yeah. But I was gonna say, yeah, not you didn't do 3 gallons for 2 days in a row.
No, I was 2 gallons, which honestly like wasn't hard for me
Yeah, you drink that
because it's
pretty
like
normally.
8 of these. 2 gallons is 8 of these a day. I will drink like 6 of these a day without even trying. So like a little bit extra wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal for me because like I don't think I'm usually gallon.
You don't
Like
drink that much water.
I'm a gallon for sure every day,
Yeah.
and sometimes a little bit more than that, but not much.
Yeah. No, I just like cold water. Um, so that was that.
Yeah.
I am officially done today with my SIBO protocol.
Woo.
And I've learned a lot.
Yes.
I had to like dig in because I'm like I'm getting so stressed about it
Right.
and I'm just getting miserable because over the last we'll just say 6-8 months whenever I did that biome test I've cut out more and more foods. Like my diet's already limited as it is because of just like food allergies and sensitivities, things that like I know I have a reaction to, so I don't eat. Um, like gluten. Like I don't have celiac, but like my body does not like when I eat that. So I don't eat that. Um, but like so with the Viome test, I eliminated a bunch of stuff that was my norm. I adjusted. I was like, no big deal. We'll move on. And then doing like the low FODMAP has made me so sad. Plus starting prep at the same time. I'm so limited with the foods. And it's like every time we tried something new, I just had a reaction to it.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm at the point where like, I just want to cry about it. Like it's so frustrating. So I started to dig in, started researching things. I learned my pancreas, because my gallbladder is gone, is probably fucked up. Your pancreas is where your body produces digestive enzymes. So I have to take enzymes with everything. So like something's not right with my pancreas. I know I have low stomach acid from everything and I have to take that stuff to like help it with every time I eat. And it works, but it's like I have to take it. And then what's really frustrating is like starting to realize a couple things. I will start to bloat and it's like it's coming like from my digestive tract. It's not like water weight bloat, but just like my intestines are like filling up with gas kind of bloat. Distended stomach, very uncomfortable and gets painful sometimes. I would get that at no matter when or no matter what day, a certain time of the day. It's always like right around like 1-ish,
Right.
maybe like a little bit earlier. And I can feel it as I eat, typically around my third meal. And so I'm like, think just my whole digestive tract is off. And I don't think I digest quickly because I typically only, this is going to be gross, but I typically only have like bowel movements in the morning. The rest of the day, as I'm eating 6 meals, I don't go again usually until the next morning. So I think I have just slow digestion.
Yeah.
And when you digest slowly, it creates bloating and gas and heartburn, and it feels like poor digestion. It feels like any food could trigger it. So I think what's happening is every time we add a new food, it always hits around the time that like bloating starts to hit. And I think, I don't know, it's frustrating. So I said in my check-in today to coach, I said, I don't want to do any more of this. Like, we're done with the protocol. I don't want to have to take all of these different things. And like, I don't think we're addressing the core issue. Because I'm also starting to feel like really fatigued on a regular basis. And I think that's from like the gut stuff. So I ordered this other protocol from a company called Silver Fern, and I take their digestive enzymes. They have like gluten enzymes, and I did like a heartburn protocol with them before, and I found all of their products really good. So I'm going to take like a week off of most of the stuff, and then I'm going to go on the Silver Fern protocol. It's like 6 different things that they have, and it's targeted at like healing those things, helping your pancreas, whatever is in it, helping your pancreas give you the correct digestive enzymes. It helps with stomach acid, and it helps with like digestion and movement and all of this other stuff. So I'm going to start that like next week.
That'll be good. It'll be good just to kind of see a transition off of this stuff, and hopefully your body snaps back to some type of equilibrium.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been stressed out with this for sure.
All the stuff was like, we went on this, and I it definitely addressed the hard issue that I was dealing with at the time, which was like my intestines were tender from like the touch on the outside, super inflamed, just feeling like hot, like something was wrong. So we addressed that 100%. That's gone. But I think that was a symptom of a larger problem, and I need to address the larger problem. I can't keep managing because that's all I've been doing is managing the symptoms. So it's like, I need to get to the root of this and figure this out. And oh, by the way, if you actually want to like work with a doctor about that, like you can't, or you can, but you have to spend like $2,000 to fucking work with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank goodness you have your coach, because she's been able to help you navigate this whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
That was my check-in. Just like, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. I'm desperate, and I've already decided this is what I'm going to do. And she's like, okay.
Well, yeah. I had a interesting week. Kind of found a lump on my butt, and it's where I normally inject testosterone and everything else. I usually rotate cheeks, and a couple of weeks ago, I ended up like having some lingering pain after an injection. And that was weird because I don't usually have it linger for a couple of days. I'm usually like pretty fine right after. No issue. And I must have did some damage because it was just sore and very tender for several weeks. And developed a little bit of a lump on my butt. And of course, I started getting freaked out about it because it's just like, it's noticeable. I mean, not that noticeable. Like, I really got to like point it out, I think. But it's like you could feel it. It feels like the size of a grape, so I was just like, uh-oh.
I don't think it's the size of a grape. I think it's like a blueberry.
Maybe. And I was like, maybe I am becoming Cancer Mike. But I ended up going to the doctor and had her check it out. And you went with me. It was pretty funny.
Well, hold on. Before you went to the doctor, you asked your coach about it, and he said that was like a normal.
Yeah, he
Not
said
like a normal thing, but it wasn't like a crazy thing. Like something like that could happen.
yeah, he said if you go scour the forums, he's like, you're gonna find other guys that have, injected something and
Yeah.
moved the needle by accident and then stabbed something else by it, and it's because originally I was like, oh, maybe I just got a nerve or something weird.
Yeah.
And he was like, a lot of guys have like post from injecting so often, get like little bumps and buildups of like scar tissue essentially.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
But
So
he said go ahead and get it checked out, and I did. and
went to
and
a
then
place that like just were able to get you in that day. It was like a primary care doctor
yeah, it was
office.
just like a general like primary care physician.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how this was going to go, but I was just like, hey, I'm a little worried about this. Just need
Yeah,
somebody to
you
look.
were scared. You wanted me to
Yeah.
go with you. Yeah,
Yeah. Because I was like, is it a cyst? Is it what's going on?
totally.
Like, this this just happened over the last couple of weeks. So like, what's going on? And she looked at it and she was asking me a lot of questions. And
Her questions are so funny.
yeah, she was asking me
Oh,
like, how much testosterone am I taking? What else am I
well,
taking?
hold on. When you told her what, and you were like, I take testosterone,
Right.
she looked at you
Yeah.
like, why the
Why?
fuck do you take testosterone? And then
Yeah.
she's like, how do you take it? You inject it
Yeah.
yourself? Like,
Yeah. It was blowing her mind. She was just like,
blowing her mind. And then she's like, where do you get this from? And without missing a beat, what do you tell her?
I said a clinic.
You said so you won't say the name, but like you
Yeah.
pulled out of like a Google testosterone clinic near me,
Yep.
first one, that's the name you gave her.
That's where I get it from.
I think that's so funny. And she's like, where? How much do you take? And she kept drilling you on how much.
Right. Yeah. And she was just like, she's like, how much are you taking a week? I'm like 200 milligrams. She's like, okay, how much? And I was like, 200. She's like, how much are you injecting? And so I threw her math off, and I know why, because I told her I'm taking 200 a week, and I said I was taking 0.1. And so if it was 0.1 a day, then it would be 175. But I take on Monday, I end up doing 0.2,
Take the rest or whatever.
which
Okay.
is the difference, which
Pulls
would
it up.
yeah.
But
So
she was so fun. It was just so funny. She kept
yeah.
asking you do this by yourself? And then she's like,
Yeah,
you
she's like,
shouldn't do that by
she's
yourself.
like, this is a bad idea. And I was like, you're not wrong.
I'm sitting there in the doctor's office and I'm like, oh my God, don't laugh. Oh my God,
I
don't
know.
laugh. I couldn't. The questions and her faces, the
Yeah,
face that
she had a mask on, but yeah, you could tell her she was like, what's going on
she's
here?
what?
You're a
Why are you
bodybuilder? She's
taking
like,
this?
and then she was funny. She goes, so you wrestle? And I was
Wrestle.
like, no, I lift weights and I stand on stage in my underwear.
And then she
she's
asked
like,
you, she goes, do you
oh,
have a six pack?
yeah. She goes, do you have a six pack? And then I was like, yep. And then she's like, all right.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
So you get all the questions, all of the like, how much do you take? Who gives this to you? You do this
Yeah.
by yourself. Why do you do? She even
Yeah.
asked you what your testosterone numbers were.
Yeah,
She
she
said,
was
where were
curious.
they before? Like
Yeah.
she drilled you because it
Yes.
just blew her mind.
Well, I
Like
think
she
that
never saw somebody like
I
this
looked in their
before.
website and they do testosterone administration. So I think they do that as a service, which I
Wow.
think why she was asking so many questions. She's like, why don't you get it here? Type of thing. That's where I thought the questioning was going, because I saw on their website they do that.
Okay, that totally changed that entire conversation.
I
If that was the case.
I think so. I think that's what the questioning was coming from. I don't think she's used to seeing people like, oh, you do that at home
You
in
do
your
that on your own.
ass.
I know. And then she told you to change your injection sites.
Yeah, so she says, she's like,
Well,
so
she was like, what kind of needle do you use?
yeah, it was,
And then she kept talking about intramuscular and
yeah,
like, oh my gosh.
yeah. She was asking all the right questions, so she understood. She was like, she's like, not sub Q, and I was like, no, I was like intermuscular, and like like we were talking the same lingo, which was like she knew what she was talking about, but
Okay. So in my mind, sitting over on the side, I don't know that you guys are having a serious conversation. It was just the
just nailing
funniest.
me.
Yes.
She's just
I
busting
totally
me.
thought she was just nailing you. I thought she was just like, what the fuck do you do? Do you do this right? Like,
You're sitting
I
there.
think she was and then I also think at the same time, because of like, maybe it was just the inflection in her voice. She sounded surprised.
Yeah,
Like
no, she
you
did.
do this? You do this?
Yeah.
And so I was just sitting there like a child listening to you get like questioned like you're on like a
Examined for sure.
fucking seriously.
It was an
And I'm just
examination.
and I'm dying. And I had such a hard time not laughing. I just
I
kept
know.
looking at you in the eyes.
Yeah, you were like, "You're busted." She knows. I'm like, she doesn't. She'll calm down. I kept looking at you, and I was like, "Stop fucking stop laughing." Um. So yeah. So I ended up. So finally, we get to the end of the questioning, and then she was like, "Okay." She was like, "Let's take a look." And so like she's like, "Oh, hold on." Before, and I'm like getting ready to like drop
You're
trow.
you're
Not all
getting
the way.
ready to take your pants off. And
And
she calls the nurse
yeah, she's
in.
like, "Hold on. Do you mind if I get somebody else to look at this?" And I was like, "I feel like this is an episode of Seinfeld." Uh, So I was like, or was it Friends where they kept calling everybody into the doctor's office?
They're
Anyway,
all like that. Anyway.
so there she was like, "Can you mind if I get somebody else?" I was like, "Whatever. If we could help identify this, sure." I was like, "Bring the whole team in here. You want the administrator to come in, take a look? That's fine." I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So they come in, and then I only like pull my pants down like slightly just to like
It's
half
like the top. It's like the
halfway
top of your
down.
butt cheek.
It's at the top, so it's like halfway down. And then she was just like, "Okay, stop flexing. Stop flexing." I was like,
Oh
"I'm
my god,
not."
I totally forgot about that.
She's
She
like,
did
"Stop flexing." I
this.
was like, "I'm not flexing." She's like, "I'm just standing here, and like my glutes are just tight, and there's not a lot of fat there. What do you want from me?" Uh, And she's like, "Stop flexing."
She
She's like,
did
"All right."
tell you that like a bunch of times to
She
stop
goes, "All right."
flexing.
She goes, "All right. Now let's see the other side." So I pull the other side down,
I
and
know.
then
I think she was looking at it. She felt it. She told you to stop flexing another time. And then it's like once you can kind of tell her exam was over, then she goes, "Can we see the other side?"
yeah, she goes, "Let's see the other
And
side."
I was just like, "Oh, she just wants to look at your ass."
Yeah, she's like, "Okay, now let's see the front." No, she didn't do that. But she looked at both sides, and then like she
Oh my
felt it. She
god.
was like, so she thinks, or
Hold on. When
basically,
she asked to see the other side, I couldn't
I
contain
wasn't I
myself.
wasn't looking at you at this point because I couldn't stand to look because I felt like if I looked at you, you were gonna bust out
I would
laughing.
have died.
Yeah, and you're like, "Oh,
Oh,
she wants to see the other side."
she called someone in here to look at your butt.
She's like, "Everyone's gonna come grab a feel." Um,
Check this out.
yeah. So I was assaulted. No. Um,
You gave
so
those ladies a thrill, babe.
yeah, they were like, "Whew." Usually we're just
Woo.
treating like, getting people flu shots and shit. This is a new one. um, so
All
she was
right.
like,
So what'd she say it was?
so she basically said she called it hypertrophy, and specifically what it is lipohypertrophy, which is basically from injecting so often in the same spot. There's like you basically build up like a bubble of fat. Um,
Okay.
and so I don't know. She said just like monitor it. If it gets bigger, come back in.
Yeah, you just keep an eye on it.
And then she said, it could go away. It may or may not. So we'll see. If it ends up being like a cosmetic like eyesore, I might have to go get something done about it anyway,
Yeah.
just because I don't want to have that on stage.
And
But
we'd
we'll
also have
see.
to see like would your suit cover it? Would it would
Yeah.
you not be able to see it? That kind of thing.
Yeah. So it's just like we'll see. Hopefully it goes down in a couple weeks. I'm rotating, injection sites now, so it's not.
Oh, are you doing your arms now?
No.
Did you
I'm
talk to
just
your coach about that?
yeah. Yeah, he was like, okay. He's like, yeah, makes sense. He's like, I didn't think it was anything. And he's like, just it's always better to be safe
Because
than
you did
sorry.
get bloods and like everything
Yeah, lab work and everything a couple weeks ago looked fine, so there wasn't anything like alarming there
concerning.
at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was fun. So so I didn't get busted. Um, I ended up
That's so
we
funny.
ended up leaving basically, paid $15, said thank you, have a nice day.
Thank you,
And
ladies.
now I got a primary care doctor set up, so that was good.
Woo! Yeah, I know. I don't have one of those because all the
Yeah.
doctors I want to see are They don't take
But
insurance. They're like concierge doctors now,
yeah, that's
or
a new
whatever the
thing.
fuck.
Yeah,
It's a very new thing.
subscription based doctor.
Isn't that what insurance is?
Who do you want
What
to
the
pay?
fuck?
You want to pay the doctor? You want to pay the insurance company? You're gonna pay both.
I was like,
you get
wait, what?
you get insurance. You're paying both. Yeah, it
Damn it.
sucks. Healthcare
Does
sucks.
suck. I know. But I do need. We've lived here for 4 years, and I don't have a primary care. Like, I should probably figure that out. Hey, to get my
No.
blood work and everything else done, it's like I'm monitoring myself. I know I'm
Just do
healthy.
like I do. Just wait till some shit happens, and then you're like, fuck, I'm gonna go.
Fuck.
I'll
Gotta
go now.
Gotta go to this person.
But
I
a lot
did
of
get.
times, I'm sorry, go on.
No,
I
go.
was gonna say a lot of times I feel like now you can like skip the primary care and get a referral to somebody. Like you could just go, like you
So
have a
you don't need
problem.
a referral for most of things anymore, I feel like.
Yeah, so like I was even looking up just because I was like going down a rabbit hole. I was like, oh, maybe I need to get an MRI. Like you could just go get an MRI.
You
Like
do
you
get
just
paid for it.
yeah,
Like your lab work, right?
it's $500, but it's like you can go. I bet you it's cheaper than going through insurance.
That's probably when you said $500, like what the fuck? Because if you go get one through insurance, it's like $3,000.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Oh
no.
my
I think it was
goodness.
they were running a Christmas sale. I think it was like $3.99.
Christmas sale MRI.
Yeah, there is a hey
What do you
ho ho
okay?
ho.
How would you even read that? Because you're just getting the
No,
test. No one reads it
you
to you.
they do.
And
Yep,
how can they do that?
they
What?
do lab report and consult. I looked
It's
it up.
just
I
like
was just
it's like probably some doctor who bought an MRI machine and
yeah,
this is how he's paying it off. And he's saying,
yep,
fuck you to the rest of the
yep,
regular world, just take cash.
yep. They have the price right on the website. Like you can go through your insurance or you could pay with cash. But if you go through your insurance, it's going to be like
It's more money.
$12,000. Yeah, it's dumb. I mean, it's like if you want to use up, get your deductible out of the way, sure, then go ahead, do it that way, I guess.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's cheaper to do it just out of pocket.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And blood work.
Yeah.
I mean, going through like a regular doctor, I feel like the last time I wanted like blood work, like more comprehensive, like they fight you on it. They don't do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I just went online. I ordered my blood test. I went Friday to the dirty fucking lab, by the way. That LabCorp location was different than the one I usually go to. And it was like, it felt gross being in there. But I had that Friday. So we'll see. We'll see what my bloods come back at.
Yeah.
See if my testosterone's really low. I know my
Oh.
progesterone dips real low during like the first half of my cycle. I can't do anything about that without going on hormone therapy. And I can't do that. So, but I'm really curious to see where like my liver numbers and like all those numbers come in, because that's a huge piece of it too.
Right.
And then one of the things I take to help, I take just the one. I take the one supplement now. I had switched testosterone to try to help increase the little testosterone that I have in my body, which, by the way, it's working.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. And then I watch that like Australian lady who's really good comes on testosterone fucking bullshit. And I'm like, God damn it.
No, what she said was you're not going to start looking like Arnold, which is like a true.
No, she said like all the studies are nothing.
Yeah.
No
It'll raise your testosterone, like, because there was I forget the guy's name now, but he was on the More Plates, More Dates, or maybe he was on Joe Rogan. I forget. Anyway, he was on like a podcast and he was talking about testosterone, and he referenced some white papers that showed in males that the testosterone ended up raising. It was like testosterone and some other supplement.
Oh,
and they ended up
it's different.
Raising the testosterone like 100 to 200 points. Now, 100 to 200 points is not a lot. Like, it's a lot.
Last time my testosterone was 11. So, I mean, 100 would be insane.
Yeah, you'd be jacked out of your brains if you're.
I mean, if I was. I mean, could you imagine on my 11 testosterone, I put on a lot of muscle in a year.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what it would be like if it was 30? Holy shit.
Yeah. You fucking be ripping door handles off.
It would be insane.
You'd be like, hey, babe.
Oh. But I'm curious though, because I was taking it to try to like help elevate my testosterone levels. Right. I wasn't hoping that would in turn help me build more muscle.
Right.
And also like help balance shit out. But her thing did say about muscle building. It didn't say like what the numbers came back at. Like I'd be
Correct.
curious what like people's blood markers would come back at.
And we'll find out.
We're gonna find out.
You've been taking it for a couple months now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halfway through the year, she had me switch because there was like 4 or 5 different supplements I could take
Yeah.
to try to like help. And she just had me cycle on them.
Yeah. So you'll find out, which will be cool.
We'll find out. Woohoo. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Yeah. So we could talk about we talked about your check-in. Let's talk about mine. So
one other thing I wanted to tell you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I had a deload week this past week, and she said something to me about 2 weeks ago that she was going to put something different together for me for this block to help manage fatigue a little bit better.
Okay.
Just listen to my week because my mind is blown. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is so different. Monday, back.
Cool.
Why are you not more reactive to that? Monday, back.
Monday, back. Next. What do you got next? Got it. I'm registering. That's wild because you usually have legs Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So go ahead. So that's why I'm like, okay, where is this going?
Yeah. It's going into a Tuesday leg day, Tuesday lower.
Okay. Interesting. Lower Wednesday, what specifically? Everything?
It's hold on, I'll look.
Quads, hammies,
hamstring, hamstring, quad, total leg. Total leg. It's
total leg.
It's leg day.
Leg day. All right.
I just went through the exercises. It's leg day. All legs.
Leg day. Got it.
Wednesday, shoulder and chest. Awesome. It's only one chest move though, so I'm okay because I don't need chest and it hurts.
Okay.
Shoulder day, Wednesday.
Thursday, Friday. What's up?
Thursday, back and arms.
Okay. Back again. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Friday, hams, glute.
Oh, so only legs twice a week.
Only legs twice a week.
What's the thought process? Did you ask?
She wanted it. She told me she was going to do this. She said, because I had been Fridays this past month were like slow for me. I was feeling the fatigue of the week a ton by Friday.
Okay.
Almost each week.
So it's the help with fatigue management. Okay, interesting.
So it's fatigue management. Right. And so, I've been doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday leg days for like 2 years, 2.5 years. Prior to that, I think I was only doing 2 leg days, but it's like, I've been doing that for so long that like I create my work schedule specifically to know those days are longer days. I block my which is so funny. I typically would do Tuesday back with a little shoulder and then Thursday shoulder with a little back. And so those how my upper body days were. So this is interesting. And both those back days are back days.
Yeah. Cool. Back's fun.
Interesting. I know. It's like, it's so different. It's mind.
Just roll with it. See how your fatigue is after, week 3, 4,
No,
because usually going into your deload week, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait for this deload week.
Yeah.
And then you're in your deload week and then you're like,
I hate
this deload week. I need to lift shit.
It's really funny. So going through the certification,
you're miserable.
because I hate the deloads. The other guy, the guy with the glasses, in fatigue management there was like multiple modules on fatigue management and like deloads and how do you structure deloads and blah, blah, blah. And it said, and he specifically talked about one way of managing a deload is just to do 4 days off. Just don't even step into the gym. He goes, because you're going to have clients that once they're in the gym, they mentally can't do 4 reps in reserve. They can't, mentally, they can't.
I don't think I could either, to be honest.
And I think that, but I think I'm that person because I like get fucking angry during those deload workouts. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them with a passion. In my mind, I'm like, I woke up early for fucking this.
Yep.
This sucks. This workout fucking trash. I hate it because I want to push myself. I'm in there. I don't get like the murder energy out.
I get it. I kill myself on every set.
Yeah.
Like
So
totally
imagine like, I don't know, but mentally I also know my body needs this, which is why I'm doing it.
Right.
But like if my body didn't need it, I probably wouldn't do it as much. So,
sure.
So this is a way of fatigue management.
Yeah.
She's going to play it up. So what I'm honestly super curious about now having the leg days the way they are and only having 2, if my output goes through the roof.
Yeah.
Like if like all of a sudden I start having like massive weight progressions, then that just means this was 100% the right move. Like I just hadn't recovered. And you typically feel recovered. It's rare that I don't feel recovered for each of those days.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to see. And I also think that you're gonna, if you do end up coming out less fatigued, then you're really gonna fucking hate the next deload. You're like, I'm not tired. I don't need it. Yeah, maybe you extend the block. Maybe go to 5 weeks.
Extend it.
Maybe go 5 weeks.
If I don't need it, I don't need it. I'd rather.
You should talk to her and
we'll
be like,
see
hey,
how I feel.
Yeah, because they also talked about that, right? They said deloads are like 6 to 8 weeks.
Could be 6 to 8 weeks, yeah.
And you're doing one every 5th week.
Every 5th week.
Yeah.
Because there's depending on where you go, it'll say a deload between like every 4 to 10.
Yeah.
The certification program said 6 to 8. You feel your athlete out. I'm just so used to doing them that it's like I don't know if do I just push that hard and I need it, but that's like the recipe that works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, like if we're traveling or something, and like I know, if I just do 5 weeks, then I can have like my deload week be like our travel week.
Yeah.
When I do those where I have like a 5th week, that 5th week is such shit because I'm so exhausted. So it works for me.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. I don't do deloads. I haven't done a deload.
Which is
I was going to do a mini deload with 2 days off this week, but then I talked myself out of it. I said, fuck that.
Wait, so you're not going to go to the gym with me on Monday?
I am.
And
no.
Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm taking off. So I'm just moving the day around. So I was going to take 2 days off in a row. And then I was like, I don't like that. I don't want to take 2 days off in a row. I'm a psycho.
That is pretty crazy.
And so I was just like, nah, fuck that.
Enjoy Christmas.
So I'm going to take tomorrow off and then I'll go Monday, Tuesday with you. And then we'll enjoy Christmas Wednesday for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday, we're going
back to the gym.
Thursday, we're going to fucking get back in there and then prepare for the onslaught of New Year, new me people.
They got to fix those fucking machines. I can't do the machines down with all the extra people.
Yeah.
It's going to be too people-y.
I don't think it's going to, I think.
You know what though? What might not be bad
is going to be busier. I don't think morning will be that. It'll be a little bit, but
we have to get Tristan to make us more like hoodies and like pump covers and shit.
Yeah.
That say Natty and Not coaching, because he made us those that say Natty and Not podcast.
We should hit him up for that.
We should, especially with all the new people coming in, because they might need coaches.
True, that's a good point.
Like,
all right, we'll hit him up for more.
Let's maximize on all of the new people.
Yeah, you want to look like us? Yeah. We gotta take a picture of like the logo. You gotta be like,
all right, give me a few more weeks in prep, and I'll look closer to that.
Need my headset. Hold
on. The earphones.
These are too nerdy though. These are my gaming ones.
These are pretty good.
You gotta be like.
No, do the other side.
Is it this side?
Yeah. No. There we go.
Yeah, right.
We both had the other side.
I gotta shrink down. Welcome to Natty or Not, motherfuckers. All right.
But we should have Tristan do that for and let's just be walking advertisements for ourselves.
Yeah, that's a good call.
We would be good people. Good people to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your check-in?
Check-in. Yeah, my check-in from coach. He said, super nice things. He's always super like
He
super
says nice
support.
things to you. He
Yeah,
likes you.
he just said, he was like, you know what? He said basically that this rebound in this health phase could not have gone more ideally. He goes, you're looking tighter every week. Holding this weight at this food is amazing because
Because you had no weight change, right?
I had no weight change this week, which is cool. So I'm holding at like like I'm a hair under 219. And it's crazy because like I was just how much leaner I am at this weight because I was at 4,700 calories, fluffy as fuck last year, and like right around 220. So to be at 3,700 calories, 1,000 calories less,
Yeah.
this much leaner is fucking awesome. And he was just like, we are in such a great position for this next push phase. And like, I'm super pumped because like, I think we're going to go into this a little bit leaner. And I think I actually put on size better, a little bit leaner. And that kind of jives with like the training that we've been going with is just like, you don't need to be in a, one cheesecake surplus of calories. You need to be in like a 200 to 300 calorie surplus. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to, and I think I need that too because my blood glucose is kind of shot through the roof last time, and I had to like incorporate fasted cardio, which was fine but not awesome either. And I've kept with the fasted cardio just because I like it. But yeah, so he's just said a bunch of nice things. He said eat a lot of good food on Wednesday. Basically,
Yeah. Have a good day.
have a good day,
Merry
live your life.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, yeah, live your life. And yeah, so feeling super good. We'll get labs done in a couple of weeks, probably about another 3 or so weeks.
How far into this stage are you? 4 weeks?
This is week 3 of my health phase. And he said we're going to be in a health phase for
That's it? No, this is, I think I
Yeah.
think you've just had 3 weeks.
This is
Because you dropped weight, now stayed at the same weight.
Yeah, so this is the 3rd week.
You just finished the 3rd week or you're
Yes,
starting the 3rd week?
just finished the 3rd week.
So this is the 4th week. Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. That's just how I think about it. God damn, why are you so crazy?
Because you just said like why did you say that?
Because technically
Why'd you
this
say it
Saturday,
that way?
because I don't start a new week until Sunday. So to me,
But babe, you would say this week, like this coming week.
this coming week. So yes, okay.
So when you
if that makes more sense to you, awesome. That's not how I was thinking about it.
I don't understand how your brain works.
Anyway, so we're gonna be in this. We'll get labs pulled again in about 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then if everything looks good there, which honestly, like all my markers looked fucking phenomenal for being like right off of my rebound with
For
like
sure.
with everything that I was taking. I was expecting a lot of shit to be wacky, but everything was in like great shape. My hematocrit, everything was awesome.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. The guy at the gym came up to me and he was asking about you.
Yeah.
And what did he ask me? He was just chatting with me and he was just like, you wear a waist trainer? And he was asking me all these questions. Like, I got to wear a waist trainer. I was like, all right, dude. He's like, what do you wear it for? And does it work? And I don't wear it to like pull my waist in. I wear it to help with like my lower abs. So it worked for that.
Yeah.
He was really nice and complimentary. And then he asked about you.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what like his next question, like, how are you doing? Or like, he's looking big. Like, I'm like, yeah. Fucking tell him. I know he looks big. He knows he's big. It's fine.
Whatever.
But he came up to me and he asked like if you got blood work or something. I don't remember how we got there, but eventually he goes, what's his PT something number? And I was like
you review my
what?
blood. You're like, I don't review his blood work.
I don't fucking know. I know we talked about it last week on the podcast.
Coach. I don't give a shit.
He tells me, and I was like, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. And he goes, it's something with your prostate. I was like, I don't fucking know. I said he had low cholesterol. That's all I remember. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything I don't know. I don't fucking know. And then I'm like, why are you? I don't. It's so weird. You're asking like I guarantee you guys, like, he doesn't even know my name, which is fine. I don't know his name either.
Yeah.
He's just like randomly asking me what your prostate numbers are. I don't want to have this conversation.
You're
I
like, I don't
fucking
know.
know.
I haven't
And
stuck
he
my
said,
finger
yeah,
up
yeah.
his butt in a while.
He goes,
I couldn't
he
tell
said
you.
something like his gets elevated whenever he's on cycle. So he always likes to go around and ask all the guys. I was like,
He's never asked me, but I'm glad he asked you. That's good.
that's not information that I have.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I
Did-
have his labs right here. Let me look.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
You should have been like, my prostate numbers are crazy low. It's almost like I don't have one.
That's like such a weird thing.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. That's a weird thing.
Very weird. All right. What were any big wins this week?
Big wins this week. No, I mean, maintaining weight was huge for me. Yeah, I think that was big for me because I was like, when I lost another pound last week, I was like, oh no. I was like, I want to, because you just want to, like, you want to lock on and hold on to as much size as possible. So it's just like, fuck. But
Yeah.
so me, stabilizing, actually going up a half pound this week was like feeling really good. So that's my win of the week. Just trying to lock in this tissue, keeping the strength up.
Lock it in.
Lock it up.
Lock it up.
You locked it up. How about you? What was your win of the week?
Seeing the lean come in has been like
that comparison
awesome.
picture was a huge win.
Huge. But even just in this week, 17 weeks out, like, I'm in a good spot. I'm excited. I plan to finish sewing my bikini this week, being off of work.
You got the time.
I've got the time. So no, I mean, my biggest win, I think, this week was just dropping 2 pounds.
Cool.
And new programming. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I think that'll wrap this week's episode. See you all next week on episode 20.
Bye.